Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening or their ascension process. Today is going to be an August Ascension Energy Update, where I express my perspective on the current energies for the month of August here in 2017. The primary theme that I'm picking up right now is divine renewal. In my mind, on the way driving over here to shoot this video, I had something else in mind. I had something along the lines of the point of no return or no turning back. And as I was walking here, I noticed this store happened to have a little phrase that caught my eye, divine renewal. And I like that better. What I meant with there's no turning back is similar to what I'm implying with divine renewal. Meaning that the awakening, the global, the mass awakening is getting more noticeable, both on an energetic level that you can feel in a somewhat subtle way, like just that invisible energy that we're all kind of realizing is here. At the same time, now I believe August will be sort of a gateway where that energy is going to start to express itself physically a lot more noticeably, not only to you and I and the people who are sensitive enough to perceive the energy, rather is going to start manifesting in a more bold way. This is kind of what a lot of us have been kind of excited for and waiting for, and now it's here. There are so many other implications of this intensification of this divine energy that I have, 5 or 6, maybe 7 different things to touch on, so I won't waste any more time with the intros. I'll get into it right now. I don't think this even needs to be so much pointed out, but there is a certain intensity that comes along with this amount of energy, this awakening, catalyzing, transformative, spirit, fiery energy is at an all-time high right now. So what that implies is that your life might feel intense. Not good, not bad, but all of the above. You might find yourself fluctuating through a myriad of different types of themes, experiences, symptoms, all over the place, all seemingly incoherent, totally random, and obviously most of us tend to fluctuate quite a lot as it is, but I believe it's going to be a faster paced fluctuation. Many highs, many lows, all within the same hour, day, etc. We will be bombarded initially with a big theme, a big chunk of ourselves that needs to be healed and resolved. And we'll probably find ourselves doing it very quickly, and then immediately something else will take its place that might have a completely different tone and objective. And it's going to, and every one of those things carries with it its own symptoms and its own perception shifts, and it's just kind of like I just was there, kind of scattered and all over the place. That's, I believe, how it's going to be this month. It's not so much like one big thing. It's just this energy is going to do what it does faster. I believe our psychic senses will be on overdrive big time. The synchronicities, the magic of life, just your own empathy, your own psychic senses, I think are going to be off the charts, man. I'll give you an example. Something happened just this morning. So I was thinking about when I was not too long ago, I won't go too deeply into it because it's not super necessary, but I just paid a visit to my hometown, Michigan. And when I was there, I was talking to my Aunt Vicky, and she was saying, hey man, you should send me some pictures of where you're staying. And I'm like, yeah, I will. I'll do that. And I realized this morning, I was just sitting there on my couch thinking about it. I haven't thought about this since maybe a month ago when I was talking to her. I haven't thought about that in maybe a month, and it just popped in my head. I should really email her those pictures. And then my wife, a split second later, was like, oh, did you wish your Aunt Vicky a happy birthday? We were both like thinking of this particular woman at the exact precise same time. There was no build up, no other things that would have caused us to think about it, yet we are on this same like wavelength, which happens from time to time, but I'm finding those types of experiences are happening more and more and more. And that's just because there's more of this spirit energy. It's opening us up. That's what the energy does. And that's what the whole process is about. It's about opening up to more of our true self. And our true self is connected. It knows its connectedness with the whole, and therefore there will be more tangible experiences that represent that awareness of connection. Hence, psychic abilities, the same thing. I would not be surprised if you notice this intensity, this energy affecting the masses in a completely different way than you're experiencing. You're going to feel the turmoil. You're going to feel the speed at which you're opening up, as I said, but you're allowing it to a great extent, more so than most people. And I'm already seeing this, but I believe you guys probably will maybe concur that there's a lot of fevered, as Bill Hicks would say, fevered egos. Really, the energy seems to be really pushing to the surface the true demons, the true insanity of the ego construct in human beings. And those who are more identified with it are going to maybe not be able to contain it as they used to. The energy is so provocative. And you might, what I'm trying to say, you might run into some freaking nutty people. Some people that just let you have it out of the freaking blue with just that and crazy, egoic, venomous sort of blah, like whoa. But they might not even be aware that they're doing anything, intrusive or obnoxious. But you guys who are sensitive, you're just gonna, I think, just feel the collective unrest, and not only just sense it and feel it, but see it. It'll be there. As I mentioned, this divine renewal, the point of no return, is what I'm trying to imply, is that this divine energy is not going to go unnoticed anymore. It's changing, it's reshaping our reality, all the way down to us as human beings. And it's just so obvious now. It's really starting to manifest in a very visual, just a very obvious way. And people who have been doing their best to ignore and suppress their true core selves are going to find it much more challenging to do so. And you might find yourself bumping into that a little bit. But that's okay, because that leads me into my next point, is that I believe a lot of people, a lot of the light worker folks, the people who are going through this, the pioneers, are going to become more in touch with their role. They'll realize the intensity, they'll go through it, you'll go through it, I'm going through it, but you'll see other people going through it in a much more painful way. And you'll realize that, you know what, compared to them, I'm good, I got this, I can feel it, but I'm gonna be okay. And I think that kind of implies naturally that not only am I gonna be okay, but I wanna help. Because I know it's tough. I'm going through it. And I can see they don't really know what the hell's even going on. And my point is that I believe a lot of people become more in touch with their role as a peace rippler. That just came to me. One who emanates peace. Not one who has to wake up and start preaching and telling people about this or that, or telling people what to do. No. It doesn't have to be with words or concepts or beliefs or ideologies. It's beyond that. It's an infectious energy of calm that has a healing effect that people pick up on, assimilate and absorb and benefit from without you having to do anything. You might feel called to step up your game, not in any sort of external or worldly way, but step up your game, implying being the best you can be, the most loving you can be. And you'll find it's still not easy, but I believe you'll feel just not obligated, a combination of obligation and also want. You'll want to, because it just feels good. It feels appropriate. We feel happy when we are harmonized with the divine will And the divine will right now is asking people who are aware that there is actually such a thing as a divine will to harmonize with it and then emanate that. I believe the mission, the purpose is going to become crystal clear, and it's going to be realized that not even having so much to do with the individual goals and desires, rather just surrendering to the will of God, to the divine will, to the divine essence that we all are. Lastly, global awakening. I'm never one to really predict any sort of like particular or specific events, but it does feel that the stage is ripe for again, very obvious earthly changes. When we go through intensity, when we perceive the energies to be intense, the whole collective experiences that in its own way. And I believe the time is really, really drawing near where it's so ideal for people to really look at themselves and just be the best light worker, the best humans, the best soul they can be. Because the planet now needs it more than ever. And you also might find it more challenging than ever to bite your tongue and turn your cheek, because people might really be lashing out at you randomly for no reason at all. But with that awareness and empathy that you have, that might have initially caused you to recoil and get frustrated with people, I believe it's going to expand to such an extent that you have more of a compassion for them. And I think if we really try our hardest, we can really just be that loving type of person, no matter what's going on. And to actually really see where it clicks that someone being rude or mean or obnoxious is actually just an expression and a manifestation of their own pain that they were never taught how to deal with. All this that I'm saying is not only my take, but it's also advice to myself. I'm calling myself out, saying, Victor, it's really time to be your best, to do your best, because the world is in pain and they need people to really just come into their hearts and then live from that space. And it is my hope that you are successful in doing that, because in doing that, you will also find happiness and peace and comfort and joy and excitement and one heck of a fun, fulfilling, rewarding earthly experience. It all is connected to us being our true self and opening ourselves up to that, again, that divine grace that's trying to express itself and become more present in us. Anyways, that's all, my friends. I will see you next time. Have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love and the support and all the nice comments. Anytime I express that I'm having a bad day and that's why I'm talking about this, I can't even count how many people they reach out and they say, oh, hey man, they text me and they email me, and you guys are just so cool and so loving. It really is just amazing to me that I have the privilege of addressing and talking and building a relationship with people like you. Just genuinely unique, nice people. It's a real blessing to me. So thank you again. Have an amazing day. Have a kick-ass month. It's going to be a wild ride. And just hang on to your hats, folks. Peace.